Good evening. My name is Emilia Gonzalez Avalos. I am sharing this message not just to reflect on a political issue, but to face a moral crossroads, one that will define our character, our values, and our legacy. Across the country, and right here at home, there is a growing campaign to side with MAGA xenophobia and deny basic public benefits to undocumented people, not because it's good policy, but because it plays safe politically. Balancing the budget by excluding some of the most vulnerable workers in our state is not governance. It is the same scapegoating MAGA politicians use. The votes in the Minnesota Senate today show us that the same politicians that condemn MAGA's cruelty are willing to capitulate to authoritarian threats for the sake of protecting the rest of the citizens. We have gone from politics of joy to politics of cruelty and expediency. Let's say it plainly. Using people's lives as political bargaining chips is immoral. Targeting undocumented families, many of whom live, work, raise children, and contribute every day, is not leadership. It's a calculated decision to trade human dignity for short-term power. And when we allow cruelty to be convenient, we betray the promise of justice for everyone. Let me be clear. Cutting benefits to undocumented adults doesn't make us safer. It doesn't save money in the long run. And what it does is normalize a politics of exclusion, a politics that divides, that punishes, and that dehumanizes. That kind of politics is a threat, not just to immigrants, but to all of us who believe in a democracy. Because a democracy that only works for some is a democracy in name only. We must remember America's future is multiracial. The strength of our democracy lies not in its ability to enforce borders, but in its capacity to expand belonging. When undocumented people are denied health care, it weakens the very systems we rely on. When mixed status families are persecuted and our neighborhoods are raided, it deepens inequality and division. When we single out any group for political sacrifice, we erode the foundation of shared rights for everyone. A multiracial democracy means that no matter where you were born, the color of your skin, or the papers in your wallet, your life has worth. It means public policy must reflect the lived reality of all of us, not just the loudest or the most privileged. And yes, it means defending the rights of undocumented people, because that's what solidarity looks like in a true democracy. This is about more than one policy. It's about the story we tell ourselves about who belongs. And right now, too many politicians are telling a story of fear, where immigrants are to blame for everything, and division is a substitute for vision. But we know better. We know that our destinies are intertwined, and when any of us is denied dignity, all of us are diminished. And we know that when building a future rooted in care, justice, and inclusion is not only possible, it is necessary. We owe it to every child who walks into a classroom, every worker who shows up before dawn, every neighbor who contributes but cannot access what they need. You matter and you belong, and we will not let you be erased for someone's political convenience. We must continue to organize, and we must continue to speak out. And we must continue to build a public movement to protect human rights for everyone, regardless of status. Because here's the truth. The best way to defeat divide and conquer politics is to build something stronger, something that unites us. And in Minnesota, That means building a universal healthcare system that serves everyone, no exceptions and no exclusions. When we guarantee healthcare for every Minnesotan, regardless of immigration status, we not only strengthen public health, we take away the tools of fear and division, and we say that no one should go bankrupt because they're sick. No one should suffer in silence because of lack of papers. We say everyone deserves care because everyone is human. A universal system isn't merely just. It's more efficient, more cost effective, and more resilient. It reminds us that our well being is linked, that my neighbor's health impact mine, and my dignity is bound to theirs. At Unidos, we are committed to a future rooted in care, inclusion, and truth. Let us make it clear. At Unidos, Minnesota, we do not sacrifice people for power. We build power so that every Minnesotan, regardless of immigration status, can live with dignity, access healthcare, and thrive in a multiracial democracy rooted in justice and care. So let us say clearly, we will not be divided. We will not turn into one another. And we will build a system rooted in compassion, not cruelty, care, not control, solidarity, not scapegoating. This is the promise of a multiracial democracy. This is the future Minnesota deserves. And that is the North Star that we will continue to fight for together. Thank you.